Maybe you should sit down. Todd, when you stare at me like that,
Fine. I'll turn around. You can talk to my back.
I wish this were something that we could joke away. I'm not going to get into our whole life history, but before I tell you what I really need to tell you, I want you to think back when we first got together, okay? You remember we were really a couple of losers.
Yeah. Didn't have to make stuff up to qualify for the most pathetic contest, did we?
No, we just showed the world one face. Tough. We thought if we opened up and became vulnerable, we would get hurt.
And so?
Then, Todd, we made love in the stable. And we did open up to each other. We admitted that we loved each other, needed each other.
Blair, this is starting to sound like a really long story, and I was there, remember? Why don't you just get to the punchline?
Todd, really, please, it's so important.
All right.
Then we got married in St. James Church in front of our families, and we vowed that we were going to stop the secrets and always try to trust in love. God, I swear to you, that was the happiest day of my life. And then I got the phone call from Ireland a few days after that, saying that you were dead. And Todd, I wanted to curl up and die. I mean, nothing helped. I mean, even going over to Ireland to see where you were shot, where you fell, nothing helped. The only thing that kept me breathing was our little girl inside my body.
Turns out she was worth it.
Yeah. And then Marty and Patrick came to Landview while you had disappeared. And God, I hated them so much. I mean, I still hate Marty for everything that she caused. I mean, it's her fault.
Blair, you hate Marty. Tell me about Patrick.
Margaret, are you all right? Angel,
Todd. When Patrick came to Landview, I did blame him for what I thought was his part in getting you killed. But then we got to know each other a little better.
Yeah?
And he blamed himself. For what, I mean, in fact, he tortured himself for what happened to you that day more than I ever could.
Good for him.
And he said that he didn't ask you to take his place that night that you were shot, that you hit him and then you ran out into the fog.
Well, what is all this about?
Please, just let me finish, all right? Then I helped Patrick produce that play in Angel Square. And, you know, he really is a very kind and compassionate person. And God, I was so lonely then. And all that emptiness was closing in on me. And I tried to fight it. But
But what?
I haven't been honest with you when I said that there was nothing going on between Patrick and me. We got to be friends.
And?
And, we together. It was just a couple of times, but I swear to God, it was just out of my desperate loneliness. And Patrick, he's always been in love with Marty, and no matter what anybody told me that I needed to get on with my life and get past my grief, Todd, I swear to you that I never, ever stopped loving you. I never did. Never. Oh, God, Todd. Do you hate me now? You're so calm.
I'm not calm. I'm speechless.
Oh, Todd, I thought that I had lost you forever.
You must have thought a lot of things. I asked you, what, like 4, 5 times if you had been faithful, and you lied to me every time.
Because I was so scared.
Of what? What I'd do? I understand what it's like to be scared. Look, I'm glad you finally had the guts to tell me. That's important. And I'm not glad that it happened. But it's like you said. You thought I was dead. So as far as I'm concerned, let's try to forget that it ever happened.
You mean that?
I said it.
Oh, Todd, I love you so much. I love you so much.
Got a party I got to plan.
Todd, wait. You've been so shut down, closed off to me ever since you came back. I mean, you never really told me what went on while you were gone. Is there something that you want to tell me? Todd, what about you? You've been so closed off and shut down since you came back, and you really never told me much that went on while you were gone. Is there something that you want to tell me? Todd, this is the perfect night. I mean, you know, we're both coming back from the dead as a couple. And part of ringing in the new is ringing out the old.
I spent most of last year getting wrung out. There's a lot that I want to forget.
You know what, Todd? I felt exactly the same way until I opened up to you just now about Patrick. Now I actually almost feel silly that I would think that there was any secret so big, so awful, that could destroy what we have. Todd, come on, you are going to feel so much better when there aren't any secrets between us.
Maybe I will. But you won't.
Todd, whatever it is that you have